In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on December 7, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. San Jose Sharks versus Detroit Red Wings. On December 7, 2023, the highly anticipated matchup between the San Jose Sharks and the Detroit Red Wings is set to unfold at the bustling Little Caesars Arena. This clash of titans unveils a compelling narrative, pitting the struggling Sharks against the formidable Red Wings. The Sharks, driven by a fervent desire for redemption, brace themselves for a formidable challenge as they take on the Red Wings, who are keen on fortifying their already impressive home record. The San Jose Sharks entered this bout with a season record of 7-17-2, buoyed by their recent overtime victory against the Islanders, where they rallied from a 4-1 deficit in the third period to emerge victorious with a final score of 5-4. Despite being outshot 39-37 and going 0-2 on the power play, the Sharks showcased resilience, securing wins against notable teams like the Islanders, Devils, Capitals, and Canucks. Key player Tomas Hertl has spearheaded the Sharks' efforts with 7 goals, 14 assists, and 57 shots on goal. In goal, Mackenzie Blackwood is projected to start, carrying a 3-11-2 record for the season with a 3.72 goals against average and a .899 save percentage. The Detroit Red Wings, boasting a commendable record of 14-7-3, come into this contest on the heels of a 5-3 victory against Buffalo. Despite facing a late push from their opponents, the Red Wings managed to secure the win, adding to their recent triumphs over Montreal and Chicago. Leading scorer Alex DeBrincat, with 13 goals, 11 assists, and 79 shots on goal, propels the offensive charge for the Red Wings. Goaltender Ville Husso is expected to start, carrying an 8-4-1 record for the season with a 3.48 goals against average and a .891 save percentage. As the season has progressed, the Sharks have undergone a positive transformation, winning 4 of their last 6 games, contrasting with their dismal start. Conversely, the Red Wings are riding a hot streak, securing victory in 6 of their last 7 games. Notably, the Red Wings have excelled at home with an 8-3-2 record, while the Sharks have struggled on the road with a 2-11 record. A statistical comparison between the two teams reveals the stark contrast in performance. Detroit, excelling on both ends of the ice, averages 3.79 goals per game and concedes 2.96 goals per game. In contrast, San Jose lags behind, scoring an average of just 2 goals per game while allowing 4 goals per game. The Sharks find themselves at the bottom of key categories, ranking last in goals scored, shots taken, goals against, and shots allowed. Their power play ranks 21st, while their penalty kill unit sits at 31st. The historical performance of both teams further emphasizes the challenging road ahead for the Sharks. San Jose has suffered defeats in 14 of their last 16 away games, and their recent road encounters with the Red Wings have seen them lose 5 of the last 6 matchups. Turning our attention to the Detroit Red Wings, their impressive record of 14-7-3, coupled with a dominant 8-3-2 home record, positions them as formidable contenders. The offensive prowess led by Alex DeBrincat, along with strong support from Dylan Larkin, showcases their ability to generate scoring opportunities. Averaging 3.79 goals per game and boasting a formidable power play percentage of 23.5, the Red Wings exhibit a well-rounded game. Ville Husso's steady goaltending, maintaining a .891 save percentage, adds a layer of resilience to their defensive structure. Considering the offensive strength of the Red Wings and the evident defensive challenges faced by the Sharks, our full game side pick leans towards the Detroit Red Wings winning and covering the spread as favorites. Delving into the goal-scoring dynamics, the Red Wings' average of 3.79 goals per game juxtaposed with the Sharks' vulnerability in allowing an average of 4 goals per game suggests a potential offensive onslaught from Detroit. Furthermore, Detroit's efficiency in power play situations, boasting a 23.5% success rate, increases increases the likelihood of multiple goal-scoring opportunities, as the numbers paint a vivid picture of the potential offensive showcase in this matchup. The total pick for the game leans towards the over. San Jose's defensive struggles, allowing an average of 4 goals per game, combined with Detroit's prolific scoring averaging 3.79 goals per game, creates a favorable environment for a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Stars versus Washington Capitals. The upcoming clash between the Dallas Stars and the Washington Capitals promises to be an exhilarating battle as both teams strive to capitalize on their commendable seasons. The Stars, boasting a solid 14-6-3 record, currently claim the second spot in the highly competitive Central Division, while the Capitals, with a 12-8-2 record, find themselves in 5th place in the Metropolitan Division after enduring 2 consecutive losses. As the Stars aim to ascend to the summit of their division, the Capitals seek to rebound from a recent rough patch. Anticipation runs high for what is poised to be an enthralling matchup. Dallas, exhibiting an element of unpredictability leading up to this game, raises the pivotal question of which Stars team will bounce back. In their recent encounters, they displayed both dominance and vulnerability, securing an impressive 8-1 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning 3 games ago, but succumbing to a 4-0 defeat in their latest face-off against the same opponent. Averaging 3.39 goals per game, the Stars' offense stands at a commendable 7th rank in the league, but their defense has been conceding an average of 2.83 goals per game. The key to success for the Stars lies in their ability to kickstart their offense early in the game, as a sluggish start could potentially result in a challenging contest. On the other hand, the Capitals' offense enters the game in a state of cold stagnation, managing only 1 goal over the last 2 games. Their recent 6-0 defeat to the Arizona Coyotes underscores their offensive struggles, bringing their season average to a modest 2.27 goals per game. The Capitals currently rank 31st in the league in offensive output, a far cry from the expectations given their talented roster. Star player Alex Ovechkin, with only 5 goals and 9 assists this season, faces the challenge of elevating the team's scoring capabilities. Historically, the Stars have held a favorable position against the Capitals, winning 6 of the last 10 meetings and clinching victory in each of the last 3 encounters. The Capitals' offensive woes are further highlighted by their scoring 3 or fewer goals in 6 of the last 9 games, ranking them 31st in goals per game and 29th in shots per game. In contrast, the Stars have found success in the offensive department, scoring 3 or more goals in 7 of their last 10 games and securing a commendable 7th rank in goals per game. The Stars also excel in goaltending, ranking 10th in goals against per game. While recent performances for both teams have been perplexingly subpar, the consensus leans towards the Stars being the superior team, poised to break out of their funk sooner rather than later. Moreover, the Stars have enjoyed a 3-game winning streak against the Capitals and have emerged victorious in 6 of the last 8 meetings overall. Our full game side pick is the Dallas Stars money line, backed by their recent dominance over the Capitals and the overall assessment of their superior form. Both the Stars and Capitals boast formidable defensive units, setting the stage for a tightly contested battle from the opening puck drop. The Stars, with their stingy defense allowing only 2.83 goals per game, are expected to stifle the Capitals' offense, which struggles to score at an average of 2.27 goals per game. Defensive stalwarts like Esa Lindell and Janni Hakanpää are anticipated to create turnovers in the defensive zone, limiting shots on goal and providing goaltender Scott Wedgwood ample opportunities to make crucial saves. Conversely, the Capitals, with a defense allowing 2.95 goals per game, are likely to counter the Stars' offensive efforts. Key players like John Carlson, Rasmus Sandin, and Nick Jensen are expected to force turnovers in the neutral and defensive zones, providing goaltender Charlie Lindgren with the support needed to thwart the Stars' offensive threats. In the last 10 meetings between these two teams, the Stars have averaged 2.4 goals per game, while the Capitals have managed 2.7 goals per game. This points to a trend of low-scoring encounters, further emphasized by the Capitals' recent struggles, scoring 3 or fewer goals in 6 of their last 9 games. With Washington ranking 31st in goals per game and 29th in shots per game, and the Stars excelling with the 10th rank in goals against per game, the stage is set for a defensive battle. Notably, the under has prevailed in the last 5 meetings between these two teams, reinforcing the expectation of a low-scoring affair. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Anaheim Ducks versus Chicago Blackhawks. In an anticipated matchup between the Anaheim Ducks and the Chicago Blackhawks, both teams find themselves striving to overcome challenging seasons. The Ducks, holding a 10-15-1 record, have faced adversity, securing only one victory in their last 10 games, placing them at the third worst position in the Pacific Division. Meanwhile, the Blackhawks, with a struggling 7-16-1 record, face an even more daunting situation, holding the undesirable title of the worst record in the Central Division based on only 2 wins in their last 10 games. The quest for improvement in the Western Conference adds an extra layer of intensity to this upcoming game, promising an intriguing battle on the ice. Recent statistics reveal that the Anaheim Ducks stand at a 10-15-0 record, having suffered a narrow defeat to Colorado by a score of 3-2 in their latest outing. Despite trailing 3-0 in the third period, the Ducks showcased resilience by scoring twice, narrowing the point gap, outshooting Colorado 33-30 and going 1-3 on the power play. Anaheim's only triumph in the last 10 games came against the same opponent, securing a 4-3 victory. Notable performances by Frank Vetrano, tallying 14 goals and 9 assists with 90 shots on goal, have propelled the Ducks. Their offensive output averages 2.72 goals per game, accompanied by a defensive struggle, allowing 3.48 goals against per game. The Ducks demonstrate a 22.2% success rate on the power play and an 80% efficiency on the penalty kill. In the upcoming game, the Ducks pin their hopes on starting goalie John Gibson, who maintains a 5-11-0 record this season with a 2.82 goals against average and a .906 save percentage. On the other side of the ice, the Chicago Blackhawks enter the contest with a 7-16-1 record, marked by a recent 4-3 shootout loss to Nashville. Despite leading 3-2 in the second period, the Blackhawks allowed the Predators to force overtime and ultimately claim victory in the shootout, struggling with a 2.46 goals per game average and conceding 3.67 goals against per game. The Blackhawks face challenges in offensive and defensive aspects. Their power play operates at 10.7%, while the penalty kill stands at 74.4%. Key contributor Connor Bedard, with 11 goals, 9 assists, and 74 shots on goal, aims to lead the Blackhawks in a turnaround. In the goaltending department, Petr Mrazek, holding a 5-8-0 record, enters the game with a 3.42 goals against average and a .899 save percentage. The upcoming clash between these two struggling teams presents an opportunity for redemption, with the Blackhawks seeking an upset on their home ice. However, a closer look at the dynamics of the game suggests that the Anaheim Ducks are poised to take control. With offensive weapons like Mason McTavish and Frank Vetrano, the Ducks are expected to create ample scoring opportunities against the Blackhawks, who struggle defensively, allowing 3.67 goals per game. Defensive standouts Radko Gudas and Urho Vaakanainen are anticipated to play a pivotal role in limiting the Blackhawks' offensive prowess, enabling goaltender John Gibson to make crucial saves. Thus, the Anaheim Ducks money line is our full game side pick. Reflecting on their previous matchups from the last season, the games tended to either push or go under the goal total, with Anaheim's goaltenders successfully containing the Blackhawks, limiting them to 2 goals in each of their last 2 encounters. Despite the Ducks' offensive challenges this season, ranking near the bottom in key offensive categories, the odds of a high-scoring affair seem slim. The Blackhawks, ranked 30th in average goals scored per game with 2.5, have also struggled to find the back of the net consistently. Notably, the Blackhawks have either pushed or gone under the point total in 4 of their last 6 games overall. Examining the defensive strategies, the Blackhawks aim to stifle the Ducks' offense, averaging only 2.72 goals per game, with key players such as Seth Vlasic and Seth Jones creating turnovers in the defensive zone. Goaltender Petr Mrazek, with a .899 save percentage, is expected to make significant saves to keep the Blackhawks in contention. Conversely, the Ducks look to shut down the Blackhawks, who have managed only 6 goals in their last 4 games. Defensive contributors Radko Gudas and Urho Vaakanainen are tasked with forcing turnovers in the neutral and defensive zones, while goaltender John Gibson strives to deny shots on goal. Acknowledging the struggles on both sides, particularly in offensive production, the anticipation is that this game will be a low-scoring affair from the opening puck drop. Despite occasional defensive lapses, the overarching theme is a lack of offensive prowess for both teams, envisioning a closely contested match with a potential scoreline of 3-2 under the projected total as our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.